we have made significant progress. And that was acknowledged by the Caribbean Court of Justice at the recent hearing on the 30th of November. Madam Justice Rajnath Lee of the CCJ made a very complimentary statement that she believes that even a couple of months ago, we may not have reached to this point, but now that we have, there is progress, and of course we have to continue. And please, it is not boasting in any way. I mean, there is still a lot more work to do. There are issues on the ground that we have to work out. But what I basically said in the report is that we managed to prepare and file the free prior informed consent protocol so that consultation can happen with the Maya people of the South and all the villages when there is any kind of proposal. Now, we have had a lot of good use of it since it was filed, and I can give you the example of some electricity grids. We have consulted with the communities, also the U.S. Capital Corporation that wished to do the seismic testing to test for presence of oil under the ground. 5 out of the 7 villages that have been consulted under the FPIC protocol have signed on to an agreement that they are okay, or they agree to the seismic testing to be done by U.S. Capital Corporation. And I really want to commend the village leaders who came out and brought their people to ask all the questions that were asked. Questions were asked about how much land can we claim in terms of occupation? What would be the length of occupation in order to claim communal land rights? A huge amount of issues came out in the consultations. We're heading into the harder part now. And that harder part is after we have an accepted Maya policy, Maya land, customary land tenure policy. How do we instruct the people who will draft the legislation? Because remember that the legislation will have to recognize private landowners. The legislation will have to recognize corporations, existing leases and titles on the ground, but also not taking away the right of each village to say whether they want the customary land title or not. Because if a village gets together and says yes, it's yes. If a village gets together and says no, it's no. But what percentage of your village would you want to be able to vote? All of those issues.